Hello and welcome out to the Insights. Like usually, get started off with a little quote, and I like this one. Something about it just got me. Things won't get better unless you think better. It's kind of obvious, but it obviously tied into the whole mindset. Obviously, that is extremely critical in the big picture of trading. Um, we bring all these things to the market. If we don't change the way we see it, to change the way we think, and adapt it to what the market needs, then it just destroys us. So, one of the huge things that obviously we talk about a lot is shifting the things that we learn into something that we can utilize that is effective in the market. So, um, just got to make that shift. For some of us it's minor, and for some of us it is significant. So, that being said, let's get cranking. And nice little drop there. We'll get back to that, but getting to economic data coming up this week, CPI, real earnings, a whole bunch of nonsense now. A lot of this is just, 10, 15 years ago, there was just a little bit of stuff coming out. FOMC statement, that's the 16th, which is, what day is that? That's Wednesday. Okay. So that is likely to get us a stagnant move on Wednesday at least. We might, who knows what we'll have Monday, Tuesday, but Wednesday before the announcement, market will most likely just sit and go sideways. So Philly Fed, other than the Fed announcement, which could be big, just depends. I mean, the last, I don't know, I can't even keep track anymore. The last bunch of them were basically nothing. They didn't say anything because they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything significant to change things. So, not that it needs to be changed. I mean, I think it does, but that's me. I think they should start to raise slowly, but then again, the economy's weak. It's not going to help if they raise. It's going to make things worse than they already are. So, looking through real quick for earnings. Not much for Monday. Not much for Tuesday. Don't see anything. Nevada Golden Casinos. See what Wednesday brings. FedEx, J-Bill Circuit, Joy Global, Oracle. Really interesting. So a couple of big names there. Pier 1 Imports. Let's see what we've got for Thursday. Whoa, quite a few, looks like, relatively speaking. Altera. That's an old nanotech, I believe, from years ago. I think I traded that or owned some a long time ago. Baba, there's Alibaba. Boot, Barn Holdings. Well, Thursday there's a bunch coming out. GIS, General Mills. Go Internet. General Steel. I imagine that thing's gotten beat up like everything else. IDTI, NFO, what's that? IP, International Paper, International Rectifier. Eastman Kodak, Kraft. So Kraft and General Mills coming out on Thursday, two big food companies. But they're not, they're not significant. So Orex. I'm not seeing anybody else. RFMD, RIG, Transocean, they were big years ago. SAS, Taro Pharmaceuticals, Valero, and Zulily. Didn't Zulily just come out a few weeks ago? Seems like they were on there. There's WellPoint, Healthcare. So a bunch of stuff coming out Thursday. I'm going to guess Friday's probably going to be pretty slim. But so far, FedEx and Oracle are the only two big ones coming out this week. And Friday, wow, a bunch coming out Friday. Interesting. That's BlackBerry. I thought that was Best Buy. CME. Surprising number coming out on Friday. Interesting. Usually it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that are heavy. Yeah. That's about it. FedEx and Oracle is the big ones. CME on Friday, but that's about it. So nothing spectacular this week. No surprise. But looking back at this last week, especially on Friday, we've got that nice big move we were looking for to the downside. Uh, Broke through the lows, the most recent lows. So now we officially have lower highs, lower lows, even on a short-term basis. Still on an intermediate term, still intermediate or still neutral, basically. We break that 2,000 level this week to the downside, then we would become significantly more bearish, in my opinion. So, but nice big move to the downside. And just looking through real quick at the other markets, pretty much the same. Nasdaq down 111. Industrials looks basically the same. They all look. Every one of those major markets failed to get to the previous highs of a few months ago. Transports breaking down, almost breaking a new low from that August and September breakdown. And nice little increase in volume over the last couple weeks, moved to the downside. The transports have turned pretty decidedly bearish. They break that low of August, and it's bye-bye birdie. That's the way it looks. So Russell has made a new low recently. So short term, same as the other markets. Short term, we're bearish. Actually, we're not. We have a more recent high, so we need another lower high. So I guess we'd be more neutral on the Russell. But here's where it gets interesting. You look at the VIX, big spike on Friday, up 5. So it appears that we may be up for another crash. Whether it's a flash crash or a longer term one, hard to say. I still think we're headed lower over the longer term, over the next year or two at least. So we'll see. That's what the signs say, and it looks like we're gearing up for it right now. So I'm kind of excited about this now. I'm starting to, just like back in here before the last crash in September, August and September, I'm liking the looks of this right now. I think that might happen again. So I know for some people that's odd to get excited about a crash, or a drop. But if you're geared up for it and ready for it, it's a lot of fun. This one right here was a blast. So the hard part is if you miss it, and that is the challenge. And right now it looks like we're either just beginning it, so it might be hard to catch. We might be on like this day right here. That may have been the first day. We may get 3 big days to the downside. And if that's the case, the volatility, you look at the VIX spiking up to where it is now, it gets hard. It gets hard to get in there if it's already moved. So if you miss the initial move, it's pretty much gone. So which possibly Friday was the beginning. Hard to say. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I think Wednesday is going to be slow. I wouldn't be surprised to see Monday, Tuesday hold this 2,000 level, and then depending on what happens Wednesday, if the Fed comes out and does something spectacular, it might bounce and rally. If they come out and do nothing, I can imagine it crashing through. So, but either way, we'll prepare for both sides. Be ready for whatever comes at us. So that is it for the update. Be back shortly with the big guys.